I see a lot of y'all are mad at my comments that I made to the woman that inboxed me. Number one, she pissed me off. I don't play that stuff about God. Don't send me no scripture saying that God sent you to me. That scripture said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I didn't find you. You found me. That's number one. Number two, I'm real intentional about my prayers. I have never once got down on bending knees and asked God to send me a woman that already has children. I've never done that. That's number two. Number three, all of y'all in the comments mad where you judge and this, and that. I don't know no 20-year-old in his right mind. Let me say that again. I don't know a 20-year-old that's in his right mind that's going to accept something like that. I just don't. I'm educated. I got a lot going for myself. I don't need that financial burden and all that drama in my life. I don't. I'm too young. I got too much time in my life to get myself straight and to set myself up for stuff like that. When I do get married, I want to enjoy my wife for some time, and then we can enjoy some children. I'm not about to put that burden on myself. So, if you do understand me, and if you don't, because I'm through with that conversation. Now, I'm listening to Mr. Ice Cream Man, and I'm about to go eat, and I'm about to continue to make money while y'all argue my comments. Thank you.
My husband have been married for about 12 years, and we have an 8-year-old son. My husband's pretty much the breadwinner. He hasn't required for me to work or really contribute financially to the household the whole time we've been married. So I haven't worked, and he hasn't imposed really any like wifely duties on me. Like, I don't have to have dinner ready when he gets home from a long day of work or anything like that. I pretty much just do what I want, whether that's lay down all day or go to the gym. My son's in school now, so he's not with me all day. So I don't, really have any like wifely responsibilities. He just lets me pretty much rock. So anyway, I've been having an affair for like the last 8 to 9 months, I think. And my husband, caught me. He pretty much walked in on us in the act, and he was pretty mad, but I was mad too because my husband had allowed me to have like this very comfortable, cushy life. He worked hard and he supported me and my son and, let me do whatever I wanted and let me live a soft life. And it was just embarrassing that he had caught me. And I didn't cheat because my husband had like done anything or he wasn't a good husband. He was a great husband. I was just kind of bored all day. So anyway, when my husband found out that I was having an affair, I got mad and I made him leave our marital home, and I kept my son here. And I hired a divorce attorney because I wanted to file for divorce immediately now that my husband had caught me. And I won't allow him in the house. I won't allow him to come in here and get all his things. I won't allow him to see my son. I've already told my lawyer that I want full custody. Okay, I don't want Dad to have visitation at all. I want to keep the house. I want to keep the cars, and I want 100% of all of our marital property, whether that's his bank accounts, his investment account, his retirement accounts. I want all of that because it just was embarrassing that he caught me cheating, and I now have to impose some of that embarrassment on him. My lawyer said that it's not realistic, but I think it is. And I don't know why she's telling me that, but yeah, I'm fighting for everything. And in addition to all that stuff, I also want spousal support because I haven't worked this whole time, and I feel like I become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and my husband should still be responsible for paying for that. So yeah, and that's how dumb y'all be sounding when y'all call my office after y'all been cheated, talking about you want me to represent.
Someone help me. How do you meet people in the wild? Like in real life, off dating apps and all that stuff, how do you actually meet someone? I've just been at the gym, headphones in, head down for about an hour, didn't look up. The only time I spoke to someone was to ask the guy if he was still using the bench. And I don't know if I was flirting with him or not, because he said he was finished and I got to actually use the bench. So that was amazing. So maybe I've struck up a relationship with him. But like in real life, like, because people don't go to club no more. Do you know what I mean? People aren't like, oh, maybe they are. I don't know. I'm not going to clubs no more, or like sitting in a bar. But like in a real life situation, how are you meeting people? Like how? If you have met someone in the wild, in the comments, let me know how you did it. Like, what did you do? Because me being in the middle aisle of Aldi isn't helping. Like that, no one's coming up to me thinking that I'm a normal person while I'm sitting looking at a Whirlpool hot tub thing for 250 quid. No one's coming up and asking me what I think about it. And they're looking in my basket and just seeing like tons of kids' sweets. So they probably just think I'm an absolute freak, to be honest. But in the real world, how are people meeting other people in real life? Because I'm not going to lie, I'm stressed.
If you really want to be married, there's certain things that you just got to stop doing. Our daughter's 21. She's in a very beautiful and committed relationship. She gets the balance of messaging that she needs from mom, but she gets the critical messaging that she needs from dad. And I told her one day, I said, have you ever seen the movie The Bodyguard? And she said, no. I said, come on, we go inside, watch the movie The Bodyguard. We're about halfway through. I paused the movie. I said, what have you learned so far? Every single time Kevin Costner is telling Whitney Houston's character what to do in order to remain out of harm's way. What happens when she doesn't receive that direction? Because this is real life right now. Because if your man is in charge of protecting, because a man is supposed to be provider protector. If I explain something to you because I understand guys, take my direction.
Right.
Because my job is to keep you out of harm's way. Every time you don't, not only do you expose yourself, but now you expose me. The world can't touch me until they touch me through you. So you got to take my direction so that I can protect the both of us. Let me tell you something. People really don't understand how hard in the paint I go for my family. One of the ways is me being Kevin Costner in the back with the earpiece while my wife is out here. Because if you get inappropriate out here, I'll knock your head off.
Baby, listen up. It's real simple. If he already knows how to cook, he knows how to clean, he makes his own money, he has his own crib, he has his own car, you need to be thinking, well, what can you add to his life? What value are you going to add? Because, baby, he already knows how to do the life skill things. You see what I'm saying? What is he going to gain adding you to his life? What are you going to bring to the table? So that's what a lot of people mean when they speak about women bringing things to the table. You see, I just named some things, baby, that he already got covered. You see what I'm saying? So instead of thinking that he just needs you in his life for your looks or for some, think again. You heard it here first. Yeah.
How does a woman take care of a man?
What do you mean?
How should a woman take care of a man?
She shouldn't have to.
At all?
No.
Then why should a man date a woman?
What kind of question is that?
Like, what value would you provide to a man?
What? That's a crazy question.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't have to provide some value to a man.
Then what's the point of the
What
relationship?
value do they provide to us?
Protecting you, providing for you.
This is exactly why so many men are just done with dating. Because I have said this before and I will say it again. A man is taught his entire life how to treat a woman. But a woman is taught her entire life how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Ladies, if you want the benefits of a man, you need to put forth some amount of effort. It doesn't even need to be as much effort as him. It just needs to be something, because that is what indicates to a man that you're actually interested in him. And honestly, when one person is carrying all of the load of the relationship, well, how is that fun?
And that's really how you have to talk to these modern women today. That young man, you'll notice that young man was pretty straightforward with her. I don't want a woman with kids. I've been educated, going down the line about stuff that a lot of women actually want to hear. That's stuff that they like and what he says, okay. Now, you gotta do what I like. And that's the problem. You see, that's what women be doing. They be talking about the Bible. Well, God told me this, and this. One of the things, and I was talking to somebody about this recently, one of the things you're going to see in the Bible is it talks about the bride of Christ. And it talks about church, basically God making the church ready for himself. And a lot of times people say, well, I want God to do this, and this. Interesting. And God will say, cool, I can do that. Now here's what I want. Well, where do I find out what I want? What God wants in the Bible? In the Bible. Number one. Number two, if you're actually talking to him and praying to him, then you would know that. But they don't be doing it. They don't be doing that at all. They don't care to do that. And they treat men the same way. We'll sit down at a table and man will say, well, woman will say, well, I want this, and this from a man. And man will say, oh, cool, I can do that. This one might be a little bit difficult for me, but we'll get it done. We'll figure it out. I've never done this before, but we'll get it done. We'll figure it out. Now, here's what I want for you and from you. And then go down the list. A lot of women don't want to hear that. And that's what we were experiencing with the young man talking about what he wanted. And people getting upset with him because he didn't want to date a single mother. That's how it goes.
Somebody tell me why I have a beautiful house, warm, cozy, and yet this is where my husband is.
Because it's your house, right? Not you and your husband's house. That's why he's out there, because the garage is most likely the only place where he has a say-so in anything. I bet you anything, it's the only place that he's been able to decorate himself. It's been the only place where he's been able to decide on furniture. It's probably the only place where he can watch the sports that he wants to watch on his TV. It's probably the only place in his house where he can actually just sit down and relax without being told what he needs to do next. I bet you anything, he could even fall asleep. He could close his eyes and take like a 15-minute nap without getting yelled at. It's probably the only place where he can actually feel at peace, even though he's in this foldable chair that's probably not that comfortable, but he has the dog on his lap, so that helps keep him warm. That's why, ladies, that's why he's looking for solitude. He's looking for his own place where he can find peace, even if it's just briefly, because remember, the rest of the place is your house, not his.
Because the harsh reality is a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to f*** you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity, so you want me to be a superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Daddy issues? I have reverse daddy issues, honey. A man doesn't want to do something for me? My dad would. You don't want to pick up your phone for hours? Crazy, because my dad picks up first ring even at 3 a.m. You're not going to pay for my food? Yikes. My dad would never let me reach for the bill. You're not taking the lead? My brain literally gets to turn off when I'm with my dad. Oh, you were busy? My dad worked days and nights and still had time to ask how I was doing. You raised your voice to make a point? My dad never needed volume to command respect. If you think that I'm going to settle for less than what I grew up with, good luck, because he literally set the standard.
Yeah, so the goal is, if you're given the honor of being a dad, to be the kind of man that you would want your daughter to marry, and to be the kind of man that you would want your sons to become. If you are a woman, it's to be the kind of woman you would want your sons to marry and the kind of woman you'd want your daughters to become. Marriage makes a man better, and no man is fully ready to be married. He gets married, and then by being with his wife, she brings out the best in him. And so if you're a single gal with really high standards, just know that the man that your father was, if he was a great man, he got there because of his wife. If you're just looking at a single man saying you should be like my dad, he's not going to get there without you. So you're not looking for a guy who is there, but he's trying to get there, and you're the one who can help him make that happen.
I want a a date right now, and we're going over celebrity crushes. And he just told me one of his celebrity crushes is Jessica Alba. I was like, okay, perfect. Mine is Annalie Choppa, and he didn't know who that was, so I'm pulling up pictures, and I'm like, okay, I get a pass for him. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, you would get a pass for Jessica? Like, what in the world? He's like, I wouldn't do that. Why in the world in what world would he be in the same room as her and have the opportunity to and not do that? Like, I would be mad. Okay, a celebrity that doesn't have herpes.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wasn't raised like that.
Halle Berry
No.
is in the room and you're not doing it.
No, if we're married, not a chance. If we're...
What if I tell you it's okay?
No. It's not okay.
What's funny to me is that women that have opinions like this will turn around a day from now, a week from now, years from now, and they'll be asking, where are all the good men? Well, ladies, you kind of turned him off with your opinions, because all that discussion revealed is that you are not committed and you are not loyal.
A woman can leave you because you don't have a job, and the same woman can leave you because you're too busy with your job.
Yeah.
That's the irony, nephew.
Yeah.
And you can lose her by having nothing, and you can lose her again by trying to build something.
Right.
Some women don't love the man, they love the convenience. No pressure, no sacrifice, no responsibility.
Yeah.
They want the benefits of a king without the patience it takes to watch him build a kingdom.
Yeah.
A broke man is unambitious. A working man is too unavailable. And somehow the man is always the villain. But here's the darker truth. The wrong woman will turn your struggle into a weapon and your success into a crime.
Yeah.
When you're down, she'll judge you. When you're rising, she'll resent you. And when you become who you were meant to be, she'll say you changed, never admitting she just couldn't grow with you. And she'll claim you switched up when the truth is you simply stepped into the light and her shadow couldn't follow. You didn't lose her, nephew, you shed her. Yo, it's your favorite AI uncle here. If you want to learn how to create and monetize an AI influencer just like this, click the link in my bio.
The married pregnant mom, but I still shaved my entire body for this concert just in case. If that wasn't disgusting enough, take a look at these comments. Are the chances low? Yes, but are never zero. So you're saying there's a chance. This is a married mother with a child. 33 weeks pregnant with twins, but that will not stop me. You got this, mama. Married woman with a baby on the way. Girl, my husband said you're 2 weeks postpartum. Why don't you just wear leggings? Excuse me, sir. You think leggings are appropriate attire for meeting my boyfriend for the first time? Funny thing is that she turned comments off for her video, but too late, sweetheart. I saw them, and now we've all seen them.
I know that people think this is a joke, and I know that people claim this is a joke, but what you're actually doing is obsessing over celebrities and causing a strain on your own relationship by your husband simply not being good enough. You're also publicly disrespecting your husband. And thirdly, you're lusting after another man. If you are a married woman, with child or without child, you are lusting over another man.
A woman can leave you because you don't have a job, and the same woman can leave you because you're too busy with your job.
Yeah.
That's the irony, nephew.
Yeah.
You can lose her by having nothing, and you can lose her again by trying to build something.
Right.
Some women don't love the man, they love the convenience. No pressure, no sacrifice, no responsibility.
Yeah.
They want the benefits of a king without the patience it takes to watch him build a kingdom.
Yeah.
A broke man is unambitious. A working man is too unavailable. And somehow the man is always the villain. But here's the darker truth. The wrong woman will turn your struggle into a weapon and your success into a crime.
Yeah.
When you're down, she'll judge you. When you're rising, she'll resent you. And when you become who you were meant to be, she'll say you changed, never admitting she just couldn't grow with you. And she'll claim you switched up when the truth is you simply stepped into the light and her shadow couldn't follow. You didn't lose her, nephew, you shed her.
I'm that bitch cause I'm a bitch, I'm getting money.
We gotta start looking down on divorced women, especially in the 21st century, because there's really only three options, right? Either option A, she married for the money and divorced him because she thought she found something better and wanted to get out quick, right? Option B, she was a complete up, because most men deal with a lot of it, so you really gotta up to get divorced at this day and age. Or option C, you let yourself go, you didn't take care of the household or do the things you were supposed to, your man got fed up with it and finally got rid of you. But none of these options mean that you're a good woman or worthy of being married again. And I think that any divorced woman in the 21st century, assuming she's 30, 35 and below, should be looked at very negatively.
That's my problem. I see the most beautiful woman on earth and walk straight past her without saying a word. And it's not that I'm afraid of rejection. It's just over the years, women have made it very clear that they want to be left alone. See, I'm cool with being told no. It's just when they make me out to be a creep, that's what I have a problem with. And before anyone says, you probably approach in a creepy way, no, I approach in a very respectable manner. And it's definitely been a few times where I'll walk up to a chick and say, hey, how you doing? And then make it out to seem like they being harassed. There's been too many cases where dudes that went to jail over false accusations. I don't even feel like dealing with the hassle.
When I was younger, I hated the fact that I had happily married parents. Like I used to pray for them to get divorced. They didn't argue all the time and like that. I just felt left out because everybody in my school had a single mom. And I was just like, why do my mom gotta be happily married? Like, why is it me? Why am I cursed with a 2-parent household? I was also really mad that I lived in a home. Like I really wanted to live in the apartments because I just thought that it just looked so cool. Like all your friends live in the same building. Y'all all ride the bus. I genuinely wanted to be from the projects and I wanted a single mom.
Let me tell you what she won't. There's 5 NBA players, 2 millionaires, and a content creator that's ready to blow a bag on her in the DMs right now. And she not responding because she like yo broke ass.
Boy, it's only one archetype that might be getting this treatment, and that is a thug, a real one, a hood general, a real stepper. This is the only dude that could be broke that's getting this treatment. Other than that, lies, man. Cause she's gone at the first story like she start acting different. She can get a celebrity like a influencer hit a heart on the story. He ain't even say nothing. And she gonna start acting different right then and there. She like, oh yeah. Your days are numbered, buddy. As soon as a celebrity like her story, he actually has 90 days to become ultra rich and famous, or she's done.
Well, Pastor was saying you need to find a guy. I thought that's what he was saying. You need to find a guy that he's not there yet, but he's trying to get there, and you can help him. These modern women, they would call that a project when somebody like their grandmother would have called that a normal relationship. Well, we heard our grandmothers, we heard our mothers when they said don't get married. Y'all must have been listening to a bunch of Grinches, a bunch of losers. That's what y'all listen to. I mean, my God, instead of just saying this is what we did, this is what could have been improved, they're never going to tell you that. They're never going to tell you what they did wrong in the relationship. They're just going to cry and they're going to hem and haw. Now, let me say that there's probably a lot of things in the relationship that the man did that they didn't like. But there's also probably a lot of things that they did in the relationship that daddy didn't like, that grandpa didn't like. But of course, y'all not going to go and get that side of the story because that's not what y'all want to hear.
Have you ever tried to lose weight?
I'm down 20 pounds. What do you think trying to lose weight is?
I'm proud of you, but you should try harder. 20 pounds is crazy.
At least the first noise out of my mouth isn't moo when I wake up.
It's not.
Inches and pounds don't affect our finances, though.
Oh, they do, and she eats like a pig.
I don't. You're quiet. Do you have anything else to say?
Just observing you. I'm just letting you go. Just like him, he lets you run in circles until you get tired, kind of like a pig.
Well, you should try running in circles. Maybe you lose more than 20 pounds. That's crazy.
Are we hating weight loss?
Just hating that you're not trying harder. You say, I don't know how to try.
Well, you don't know how to try. Look
I
at
do
you.
know how to try.
You
Just
can look
not at the right thing, maybe.
Only one thing. You can look at everything. I've tried to try. I've tried to grow a business. Oh, success. Tried to grow a top 10 channel on YouTube. Oh, I did. Success. Tried to lose weight. Oh,
in college.
Success.
I'm in college.
Yeah, you look like a permanent college student.
No, I just started because I didn't want to waste money on student loans when I didn't know what
Go
I
to
wanted
college
to
at the end of the day, protest at night, and cancel people on TikTok on the weekend. You know you.
No, you don't.
Oh, dude, that was lethal. You look like a permanent college student. No, like these motherfuckers actually exist, bro. Who actually takes the time to like travel to potentially a different state just to argue and like fat shame someone like that? Try harder. You could lose more. Dude, fuck you. Like, why is it your business? And don't say that's not fat shaming because it is. Because you don't just say, I'm proud of you, but you should try harder. You should, like, I don't know, end it maybe. I'll let you guys know if I'm kidding on that or not. You know, she kind of reminds me of someone that I went to high school with who was just, like, annoying. Looked exactly like her. and was just a miserable person. Just what is wrong with you? Inches and pounds don't affect our finances, though. Bro, why are you with her? Like, that was a horrible excuse. Yes, it is. Like, oh my God. Like, it's like talking to NPCs, bro. Well, since they didn't say it, I'll say I'm actually proud of you, and keep trying. Not that you should try harder. Like, you're trying. What a weird way to start a conversation, though. Have you ever tried to lose weight? Everybody go run up and find her account and then go fat chamber for me, please. Anyways, I am taking on clients, so DM or comment thread is always follow for more.
People don't shower too much during the winter time. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
So be honest. It's been a few days, right?
Yes.
See? Girl, you don't have to lie to me. I do nail for a long time. I sit in front of people doing pedicure. I can tell the difference between feet smell and Hello Kitty smell. Your Hello Kitty smell ew. You know, ew. So let me help you out, okay?
Oh, Hello Kitty.
Yeah, go. Girl, I lost my concentration right now. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got you. I got you, girl. Here. Clean myself up real quick.
Oh, that might help.
Yeah. One's not enough. One not enough.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's winter time. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know, it happened, but it's cold. I know it's cold. And sometimes
I'm old. And I get tired.
I know.
Showers are hard.
It stings a little bit, but I just don't like the smell because sometimes at home I eat enough fish. I don't want to eat fish at the nail salon. You know? I just want to let you know. That's it. But it's okay. Don't worry. Ta-da! See, look. This is good for you, Hello Kitty.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Oh, boy.
There we go. At least the thing will push it back, you know, more up, and then I'll give you a wipe, and you can wipe it. Sounds good, man? Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
What's your age?
Do I have to say that? I'm 36.
Are you single?
No.
You have a man?
Yes.
How long have you been with him?
5 years.
At 5 years in, has your man proposed to you yet?
Oh, God, no.
Why do you think he hasn't got down on his knee?
Well, this is a little personal, you don't think? One, I would say past relationship traumas. Two, I would say maybe things I might have said that made him kind of like question, you know, is she gonna walk away and, you know, stuff like that. Because, you know, sometimes when we get angry, we say certain things and we plant seeds in a way. That's what I'm saying. But honestly, it shouldn't be no reason.
What if he came to you and he said, you know what, I'll never propose. Would you stay?
Yes.
So what would make you even open to doing that?
I love him.
So the marriage doesn't really mean a thing?
No, it's just a piece of paper. I feel like we built a lot more together. So for me to just let him go because I don't have a ring on my finger, that would be crazy. I'm not saying that he won't eventually do it or it's not a possibility for it. It's gonna happen. But if it don't ever happen, no, I'm not leaving.
When you demand a billionaire from a guy that does not think that it's possible and that you're wrong for even wanting to go there, you can't say be a billionaire and then say, when is enough enough? And when are you going to come home and hold my hand and turn off your electronics so we can watch Netflix? When it takes, you know, you want to be a billionaire, you got to reach a lot of people. You got to exchange your products and services. You got to get known. Money follows attention. Look at everybody on Forbes. You know who they are because they've done something big.
How did you even put this into motion if this is the conversation that's happening?
Well, I had to freaking rework the thing and say, look, I don't need to be me. And if you don't know that by now, shame on you. Like, get real. It's me. I'm freaking the homegirl from New Orleans. I don't need Chanel. I don't need nothing to be me. I'm me. I know who I am. Now, let's talk about you, Grant. Let's talk about you not living up to your potential, depriving people of the help from your products and services because you're too much of a small mind to think that you can. You want to deprive those people of you because you don't have the audacity to go for it? So what if it's impossible? Go for it. Why aren't you the giant? Why is that person the giant?
Although the slogan, "Believe the victim," has become popularized of late, it has no place in a criminal trial. to approach a trial with the assumption that the complainant is telling the truth is equivalent to imposing a presumption of guilt on the person accused of and then placing a burden on him to prove his innocence. That is antithetical to the fundamental principles of justice in our Constitution and the values underlying free and democratic society.
All right. So this is what I'm taking issue with.
All right.
To approach it with the presumption that the victim is telling the truth is wrong, is what this judge is saying.
No, this concept of believability.
She said to approach the criminal trial on that basis of believe the victim.
Yeah, believability. Yep.
Is
Believe
wrong.
the victim. Yep.
So if we're not going to approach it with a perception that the victim's telling the truth, then we're telling our jurors to expect them not to be telling the truth.
No, I don't read it that way.
So we're talking about saying just because the victim's saying something, you can't approach it that they're telling the truth.
Well, just because the victim says something doesn't necessarily mean that something happened. You need more. You need proof. You need evidence.
You say you need proof and you need evidence.
Yeah,
but
you do.
You know, Jay, there are so many offence matters where there is nothing else.
Yep.
And so if we're going to say, don't go in expecting the victim to be telling the truth.
Well, you have to evaluate.
That's right.
Yeah.
But to say victim believability has no place in a criminal trial, that is undermining every victim who comes to give evidence.
Well, if they give evidence in a way that results in a guilty beyond reasonable doubt, then it's not issue.
Sis gonna tell me, well, I'm successfully married, and you're just mad because your marriage failed. I say, oh, okay. I said, sis, you might be right, but I want to know how successful your marriage really is. So pull back. It's for every woman who married or in a long-term relationship. Pull back from everything. No love making, no cooking, no cleaning, no nurturing, no ask him how his day was, no feeding into his ego, no taking care of him, no asking him anything like that makes him feel great. Right. Pull back from all of that. Mm-hmm. And when you do,
you know what it is about miserable people? They are always the people who thought that they were bigger than the program and got shown differently. And now they are looking at you wondering why the program is working for you, why you're happy, why you're whole, and they are still miserable. Don't listen to no stupid like this. Don't do it. Don't do it. You tried to sabotage Shorty's relationship and she didn't fall for it. You want her to get a divorce like you got a divorce. Me and my wife been together for 12 years, and at times you fall on hard times, and sometimes she had to retract emotionally. Sometimes I had to retract emotionally in order to handle things in our daily life. But to intentionally do those kind of behaviors, it is absolutely diabolical, it's evil, it's selfish, and this is exactly why you're divorced. But imagine your husband says, hey, you know what? I want to find what let me pull back the love. Let me not take care of her. Let me not pay for anything. Let me do it and let her pick up the slack. What kind of selfish, ignorant shit? You don't need to be married.
You know, she really does have a point. I think a lot of, well, the woman that was talking about specifically, you want your man to make money, but you want him all up under you watching Netflix all the time. When is he going to make money? How is he going to make money? If he's always binge watching series with you, the money isn't everything. That's true. But you say that you wanted to be provided for. So you got to let him work and provide for you. How else do you think that he's going to make it? If you're sucking up all of his time, how is he going to go in there and make money? You have to find something else to do with your time. That's the type of relationship that you're going to be in. When you have like say for instance, a firefighter, you have a police officer, it's a certain type of person, a certain type of personality that will be with those people. They will understand, they won't like it. If you're a soldier, they won't understand the risk. Well, they won't like the risks, but they'll understand it. And in some ways, and I say this loosely, they'll make peace with it because that's just what my husband does. There's a lot of other dangerous jobs out there that, when you're working on the rig or, you're on the line, you're going in, I don't know if they even do it anymore. Well, yeah, they do. You're going into coal mines and stuff like that. Those are dangerous jobs. You never really like it, but you make peace with it because that's what the man has to do in order to put food on the table for you so you can go to Starbucks every day, right? These modern women, they don't understand that. They don't understand you have to put blood, sweat, and tears and sacrifice in order to get what you're asking for. So I can get you what you're asking for. You can't be all up under my armpit.
I keep telling you ladies that men are no longer falling for this. They're not buying a bunch of drinks for women that they do not know, that you would probably just take from them and walk away, not even hold a conversation for it. And then on top of that, not only do they know that you're not going to appreciate it because you're literally not giving anything back to them, but they know how you end up viewing them for it. You are just trying to get a drink from them and nothing else. You're not being genuine and they are not falling for that. And it's so funny to me because ladies today, it's almost like you all are trying to compensate and make up for feeling used by men in the past. So you turn around and try to use them for their money, but then it doesn't work, which is really good that it doesn't work anymore because what are we all doing out here just trying to use each other? We're trying to make things transactional when it shouldn't be that way. So buy your own drinks, ladies, and walk up to that man that you are actually attracted to and interested in having a conversation with.
home.
Where's the place? You guys want cheese? Here, Mama. You start off with cheese or pepperoni?
Cheese. Pepperoni. Cheese.
So that's yours.
This video went on for about 2 minutes where his wife is really just holding the camera and he is serving up plates and pizza to all of the kids. She is also holding a baby during the interaction, but people in the comments are in a heated debate on what is going on and what is wrong about the situation. One side is saying that it is very obvious that that man is exhausted and he deserves better and he's probably going to divorce her at some point. And then a bunch of other people are saying that she deserves a break because she's been taking care of the kids all day. She's probably also exhausted. My first instinct is that he is very obviously exhausted. And the fact that she's holding up a camera instead of helping him doesn't really sit well. But then if you dive deeper into her page, like she actually has a decent following. She's probably trying to do something with it, which could be totally worth the filming at that point. But even more importantly, they share 10 kids, like together, they have 10 children. I don't even think that it's like a blended family situation. Like I think that she has birthed 10 children and they've done it together. I think this is just a situation where there's two parents equally exhausted and they all deserve a pizza night. There's nothing wrong with that. But what do you guys think?
So, what's the problem?
What you mean, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Sorry. What do you mean, what's the problem?
I mean, in order for us to be together, this is what has to be done. In order for you to meet my parents, this is what has to be done.
For all of me to meet your parents, why are you, number one, why are you recording me? Why are you recording me?
Because I'm trying to make it make sense. I don't get it. I don't understand the problem, so I want to get everybody's opinion.
We've been dating almost a year, and then you hit me with, the only way I can meet your parents is I have to convert to Islam.
Yes, that's the deal. That's something that, I'm sorry, maybe it's my fault. I should have talked to you about it a while ago, but that is one of the stipulations that my family have.
That man is a man that has just come to the realization that you are not wifey material because you are absolutely at fault for this. This should have been something discussed within the first week of knowing each other, not a year after being in a relationship together. So yeah, you are in the wrong. And here this man is, like, he has probably wasted so much time, effort, finances on you and on this relationship that it is honestly so disheartening. And it's exactly why men that have been through anything similar to this, they just don't want it anymore. They don't think that relationships are worth it.
Don't be sitting in your car. No. Come in and take care of your kids. Don't be sitting in your car.
man just had a really rough day at work, and he's sitting there in the driveway trying to bring himself to the point of just letting that go and transition into dad mode and husband mode. He's taking a few minutes to mentally prepare for that shift. And then as he's doing that, his wife comes out of the door and just is under this assumption that that man is being, selfish in his time, and she demands that he gets inside. That honestly would be so disheartening to anyone. And he's either one, going to just suck it up and deal with it, but then also feel like he has an unsupportive wife, or two, he's just going to stay at work a few more minutes before leaving the parking lot or pulling over to the side of the road before getting home just to decompress. And then you don't know what's going on with him, so a far better solution here would be to maybe text him while he's sitting in the car, check in on him, say, are you okay? Give him that space and opportunity to tell you what's going on, because that's already very difficult for men to do in general. And if he does that, and then you're like that soft place to land, that means everything to a man.
This is better.
No,
It's better for
please.
me.
No, please don't go.
No.
Please stay. Please stay.
No, I mean you held that from me. Like you intentionally didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry. Like, please don't go.
No. Hopefully you told the next guy you had a kid before 6 months.
6 months? What did you do? Did you stuff your children in a closet somewhere? I mean, at least their stuff. You must have hid their stuff. Because you cannot seriously date somebody for 6 months and hide the evidence that you are a mother and that you have children. You would have to hide their stuff. You would have to lie about where you are and what you did in a day. You would have to lie about a huge part of your history. So I'm on his side, because at that point, it is not just that you were not transparent. You were actually hiding things actively. And I think that man handled it perfectly well. He was calm, controlled, well-mannered. He didn't bash her. He didn't insult her. He just said it as it is, and he was taking himself out of the situation. And honestly, he could have been way more upset, because he probably put in so much time and effort into this relationship within that 6 months that this sort of thing would feel like somewhat of a betrayal. That man obviously deserved better, and he knew it, so he made the king move.
I've made dinner every single night for the past 10 years. Every night, my husband still comes up. He acts like it's the first time I've ever made him dinner. Baby, thank you so much for making dinner. This looks delicious. It's the small things like that that remind me I married a good man. Because every single night, it's thank you so much for all of your hard work and what you do for our family. And I don't know, you feel so appreciated. Just sitting here serving dinner, and he's like, baby, thank you so much for doing this. And I'm like, you got it, honey. Whatever you want.
Yes, yes, and yes. I love this, because this is what marriage should look like. Like one person maybe taking on a specific role and putting in a bunch of effort, and then the other person appreciating that. But if that's not enough to convince some of the ladies that I know that are going to flood the comments and say, what do you mean you've made dinner every single night? The man should also contribute to that. If it wasn't apparent, the woman is happy. Okay, the woman has a huge smile on her face. She's happy to make dinner every night, because guess what? Her husband is appreciating it. And I bet you anything, even her kids are appreciating it, because their kids are learning from their father. And what that gives to that woman in return is purpose. She fills a role. She's giving something to her family that she enjoys. So even if you're somebody that wouldn't feel the same way as she feels about the situation, guess what? You can leave your negativity at the door, because the woman is clearly happy about it.
My husband is making me go on a boat day with the guys he works with and their wives. Mind you, he knows I'm 6 months postpartum, and he's still making me go because he wants me to be there. He won't have fun without me. So I'm brainstorming as I work out topics I could fight about, like, rage bait topics, or just something where I can really stir the pot in my marriage, where I can start a fight and then I don't have to go. It can't be too dramatic, or he'll see right through me, and he usually doesn't take the bait when I try to give him an attitude. He doesn't give in. You have to know my husband. He is not a fighter. He does not like to argue. So it has to be just right. Enough where I can be like, you can just go by yourself tomorrow. I'm going to practice. You know what? I'm not even going to go tomorrow. You can go by yourself. Or, if that's how you feel, you can go on the boat tomorrow by yourself.
I can confidently say that your husband deserves better. Because if you can't be honest about not wanting to go, because then what? You're the bad guy, and your manipulative technique is to then make him the bad guy, and then you're the one that's just on the defense and saying that you don't want to go because of his attitude. That is pretty extremely messed up. Based on this, it sounds like to me your husband has at least been walking on eggshells for the last few years, and now he's walking on needles with a fiery pit actively burning his feet as he continues to walk through that path. Hence why your husband deserves better. And 6 months postpartum, by the way, is not an excuse for this, because that is plenty of time to recover. You're obviously working out. You obviously feel pretty good to do so. I think at the very least, you could spend some time on the boat, or be honest and just tell him, admit to him that you're the boring person that doesn't want to go. That's the solution.
I mean, it's not even going to matter, to be honest. It's not even going to matter. She's talking to me. She's trying to find topics to say so she won't have to go on the, or trying to start a fight to say, man, I don't want to start. I don't want to go on this boat. You can go by yourself. Okay. You know, with the way that these modern women act, I think a lot of men will be okay doing things on their own. To be honest, I think they'll be okay with that. These modern, y'all make things so bad. Some of these ladies, I don't even want to be around you. I don't even want to talk to you. So I think this would be a nice break. You can go do something. He can go do something. But I want to say something to you. I want to make sure you understand that the next time you want to go do something and he don't want to go do it, he should be able to say, you know what? I think I'm going to sit this one out. I'll take a rain check and not hear anything for the rest of the night. Not hear anything honestly and truly at any time. Because remember, you made up something so you wouldn't have to go. So I'm sure you can do the same thing.